Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Hanging with Mangg, weekly series where I recover from brunch and then talk about board games and occasionally other stuff. So yeah, today I'm just gonna be playing some of the Final Fantasy X HD remaster because that's what I've been playing pretty much. I don't know why now I suddenly decided to get this, but I did. And Final Fantasy X is a game I enjoy a lot.
This might be the
It's one of my favorite of the Final Fantasies, so the remastering's not amazing, but you also get it's the international edition, so you get some stuff that the North Americans didn't really get originally, so that's cool. And so yeah, I really pondered quite a bit about what I wanted to play today for this video, and had a lot of different ideas, but all I really am playing, in my spare time is this, and that's kind of what this series is whatever I feel like playing, and that's this. So there's going to be a lot of cinematics, there's going to be a lot of talking, but I'll just talk over it because cinematics are not the highlight of this game. The cutscenes. Alright, so this week, as far as the channel, I think, well, I did Ground Zero. I started and finished Ground Zeroes, which was like a little tiny LP, micro LP. I made some good progress in Zelda, especially yesterday. I streamed for almost 2.5 hours, and just played through Oracle of Ages. I didn't have almost any viewers, but I didn't really care. I was basically just doing a long LP video, and I figured I would just stream it because it was a Saturday. So I uploaded that.
You are the best summoner out there.
And so that's good.
Yuna?
We'll make our way through that eventually. What else was there? Oh, there was the Sherlock Holmes board manging, which was a disaster. I feel so disappointed with myself about that. Case 3 should be better, hopefully. It was still entertaining, but man, negative 110 points is real bad.
Wait,
the board manging for the Cosmic Encounter, I actually lost the footage of us playing Cosmic Encounter that I recorded, so that's on hold until we play again and I record some more. I don't know when that'll be.
Is that bad or not? I don't know.
You may have noticed there was no roll manging for the last couple weeks. I don't know what happened with that. Ren just stopped messaging me on Mondays about it, so I don't know what's going on there.
Of a summoner. Sound like Micah?
I don't know what's happening with that campaign, but then there was
That's not very
as far as RPGs go, we were planning like once a month for my, board game day. We were gonna just do a 4th edition campaign that Ziggy was gonna run, and we were gonna do that once a month. And so we started to get everybody, interested in that. We were gonna bring a couple new people into D&D. They were thinking about characters and all that.
Okay.
And so I was talking to Ziggy, and I could tell that he was just not too hyped up about it. Because, DMing a campaign.
That's a cute girl in the 5th seat from the right. And you can't be thinking about where you're gonna go on that date.
That's
The
just.
minute you do?
It can be rough sometimes, especially since he's in graduate school. He's married now. It's tricky. You need to be in the right place, the right mindset for that. And so he was real hesitant.
That's when you can worry about the future.
I guess.
And so we were just chatting one day, and I think I brought up Call of Cthulhu.
But Yuna,
It was like
how are you supposed to beat
the couple of new players in our group that we were introducing RPGs to. I was like, I'd really like to run them through the haunting scenario.
Only way to defeat sin.
With the Walter Corbett house where you just wander in and just shit starts fucking happening to you, and it's terrible, and you end up just horribly murdered, and it's fantastic. It's a great little scenario. I wanted to run them through that because I figured it would be hilarious. They're both pretty funny guys. It'd be great. And so we got on the topic of Call of Cthulhu. Then we discussed some of our masks of Nyarlathotep memories.
Years ago.
And I was like, you know, I could pretty much run that campaign for almost that entire group, except for
You sure it's
Ziggy.
ruins?
That's what I've heard.
You know, the other 4
For
guys,
yourself. Soon enough.
you know, Mert, Studs, and the other 2 guys, didn't get to experience any of masks. And so, except for Ziggy, you know, it'd be a whole fresh group. And Masks is pretty much the greatest campaign for an RPG you could ever play in my opinion. I mean, it's the greatest campaign I'll ever run. I know that.
I'll go to Zanarkand
Um,
to see it with my own eyes.
and so we started talking about that then. And I was like, you know, if you wanted to just play like a quieter character, and you know, you just kind of sat on the sidelines a little bit and you just went along for the ride, we could probably do that. And so that's what we ended up deciding. That's what we're gonna do.
It couldn't be my.
I'm gonna run masks
But
again for these 5 people.
Sure.
And I'm actually really looking forward to it. I mean, it's weird to run the same campaign a second time, but I know it's going to be really different. Like, there's no way it can be the same thing. It's going to be crazy, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Especially because these people, you know, a couple of these people don't know anything about Lovecraft. Well, pretty much none of the people know that much about Lovecraft other than myself, but a few of them, Ziggy, Mert, Stud, stuff like that. When we've played Arkham Horror, Eldritch Horror, stuff like that, you know, I'll share some random information about, you know, Nyarlathotep, Yog-Sothoth, you know, Shoggoth, you know, just random Lovecraft mythos stuff. So they have some info. But the other guys, I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't know who Lovecraft even was. They've probably heard of Cthulhu, because, you know, it's Cthulhu, but there's a lot more to it. Cthulhu is not in the camp. Well, there's like a statue of him somewhere, but that's about it. So that's going to be really interesting. Just like a fresh meat, basically. And they don't know anything about Gulk. But I think I'm going to change his name. I'm probably going to change Gulk's name in the campaign to something slightly different. Just to throw, you know, the other 2 guys that know of Gulk off the scent, off the trail.
Bintasa.
Sorry?
Forgive. I meant to say pardon me, but it came out.
But yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of crazy explosions and shit, I'm sure.
This is hella do. It means
I'm planning on making money slightly more important than the last time.
if you are interested,
Because last time they didn't really ever worry about money ever. It was just nothing. They could go wherever they wanted. Really, if they wanted to buy anything they ever bought
though you might want
was
to
pretty much provided for them without too much concern.
Yeah.
The last group didn't really go too crazy with their purchases, but
That's our cue.
this group I'm not so sure. So I want to make money more of a concern, because I think it should be. Provides just a bit more, another element to the disaster that will occur. And then I'm also switching up the credit rating score a little bit. In regular, you know, by the rules for Call of Cthulhu, you can pretty much put however many points you want into credit rating like any other skill. So you could be a janitor and have 99 credit rating, and that doesn't make any sense. So based on what occupation they pick for their investigator, I'm going to tell them how many points they have to put into credit rating. So, as in, like, you can't really put more, can't really put less. I'll maybe give them, like, a small range of 10 points or so, but if you're a janitor, you're going to be between 5 and 15. Whereas if you're a doctor, you might be between like 50 and 60. If you're a senator, which I don't know if anybody would ever play, but you'd be between like 85 and 95 maybe. And then their credit rating will also determine their starting money and stuff like that. But yeah, really looking forward to it. That'll probably start next Sunday, if everything goes well. Yeah, it should be good. Should be good. What else was there? I think I was talking about the channel. I will be starting a new LP probably tomorrow or Tuesday. It won't be a new game. It'll be more of a retro game. But it should be fun. Otherwise, I wouldn't really start it. I won't reveal what it is just yet. Other than that, I don't know about any real new games coming out that I'm crazy excited about, other than Evolve, but that's not really an LP game. I'll probably make some videos of it because it sounds interesting, but it's kind of the slow time of the year, I guess. Yeah. So that's about it for videos. I will be doing the top 10 board games pretty soon. Yeah, I just got to start compiling that list. Speaking of board games then, this was a pretty light week. Not too much happened. Unfortunately, really the only thing I played was some Memoir 44 with Ziggy to prepare for today. And that's because today we're doing the Operation Overlord. So hopefully we're getting 8 people together with Ziggy and myself acting as generals during the Battle of Stalingrad. And we're going to reenact that, and it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully. Yeah, I bought all the shit. I got it all set up. It's just a matter of getting that many people together on a Sunday. But we'll see. Hopefully it works out. Shit. Why does he not hit Orin at all? Oh man, I need more damage. Yeah, so Memoir 44 is it's a game that, you know, I knew about for a while. Like, early on in my board game researching days, I had heard about Memoir 44, but it was just like, it's a war game for 2 people. It just doesn't really seem like something I would like. But, no, it's really damn fun. So, I really, at this point, I don't think I can dismiss any game just offhand. It's just not right. Because I never know what I'll like or I won't like, so I gotta just keep an open mind. Memoir 44 is really fun. It's fun for 2 people. I'm hoping it's a whole lot of fun for 8 people. And how Operation Overlord works is 2 people act as generals, and then with 8 people, you have 3 people on each side sitting,
The first
you know, at the map.
please.
And they each control a flank, left, center, and right. And then the general hands out command cards to his field generals, or whatever they're called. And then he can only talk to one of them at a time. So 1 per turn he can speak to give commands. And so he just has to hope for the best with the other ones. And the maps are really big. It's double the size of a regular memoir map. And so it stretches across like my whole kitchen table. And yeah, it's just wits against wits with a little bit of luck involved. Now, of course, I pick the Axis side every time because of my German heritage. It just makes sense. But unfortunately, as I've come to understand it, the Axis forces did not do too well during World War II. In fact, I believe they lost. So I'm at a disadvantage a lot of the time, especially at Stalingrad. But, well, not especially, I guess, because Germany kind of lost that battle because of their stupidity. So I'm trying to not repeat those mistakes. So I've been reading up about a bunch of World War II history, and I've been reading, I watched Enemy at the Gates, get in that mindset, all sorts of stuff. And I should be prepared. I don't know if I'll win because there is luck involved, and it's not just me going up against Ziggy. You know, there are other minds involved because I can't give directions to everybody. It's not, you're not quarterbacking. You know, you have to trust these people sitting in front of you a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so that was pretty much it for board gaming. Not a whole lot. I think I got all the Memoir 44 stuff, but then I also ordered Lords of Vegas, which is kind of like Chinatown, but it's a bit more involved. It's not pure negotiation. There's a bit of luck involved, and I don't know. It seemed cool. Just really what I want is an expansion to Chinatown, but for some reason they don't want to make it. So I'll just settle for games similar to Chinatown. Scratch that itch. And I got in a bunch of poker chips with numeric values on them to use with Chinatown or Lords of Vegas. It's gonna be a short video today, I can tell you that. I don't have that much to say.
Let's go.
Tinder has been kind of a bust ever since that date. Really, nothing has come about. Just a lot of hoes. That's it. That's it. I mean, I'll keep using it because it doesn't really take that much time out of my day, but it's annoying. It's real annoying. I have better hopes at Applebee's. It's just like we went there on Thursday. And Thursday in Wisconsin was a real bad night. There was just snow and winds, and it was like -5 degrees. It was pretty terrible, but we made it to Applebee's. And there was just a constant stream of girls coming into that place. It was probably the most girls we've ever seen at an Applebee's, and it's just like, We joked that they thought that since the conditions were so bad, they might, you know, there would be no creepy guys at Applebee's. But they were wrong. And then they got like a new hostess. They got a new bartender. It was female factory. But we just kind of sat there, so it didn't really help anything. But someday. It's like Applebee's is not a bar. You can't really just walk up to some girl's table unless you're drunk. It's a bit more awkward.
Yeesh.
Last night, they went over to a friend's house. I wasn't crazy about going over there because I was playing Memoir 44 with Ziggy. So I was like, well, if you guys gonna be there all night, you going to Applebee's, what's going on? And he's like, my friend's like, I don't know, it depends on the time.
All right.
We're playing Cards Against Humanity. And I'm like, well, I feel for you. Cards Against Humanity is a game. Like, I played that before I really knew anything about modern board games. So, I thought it was really fun back then. But then it started to kind of like lose a bit of its appeal because we played it quite a bit, and you play it for like 3 hours, and there's really no end to the game, which is terrible. Like, you would just keep going until somebody's like, alright, I think I gotta go. And it's just like, okay, you know, there's no real goal. Or maybe there is a goal, but nobody ever plays it. It's just, oh, you keep going. And we had some funny moments out of it, but you can get funny moments out of a lot of games. And a lot of games that are more entertaining than Cards Against Humanity. I have no interest in playing that at this point in my life. I mean, I could have brought something over there, but it's just like, do I really want to be the guy that's like, hey, what you're playing is shit. Here's something so much better. I don't want to be that guy, so I just sat at home. They can play Cards Against Humanity all night if they want to. That's literally kind of it. I don't have anything else to say. Just really boring week. That was bad. Pissed him off. But, you know, what can I say? Not every week is going to be filled with awesome, funny stories and cool stuff. Because I'm not Rob Lowe. No, I'm not. I'll just get to this save point, and then that's, I guess, where we'll end. Like, the shortest Hanging with Mangg ever, but I would feel really bad if I didn't do a Hanging with Mangg every week now. This is like my therapy, so I gotta do it. Otherwise, I'll do something bad. I don't know. But that's it. That's it. Apparently, I just triggered a cinematic.
You did.
Anyways, so my name is Mangg. This has been Hanging with Mangg.
You slept.
I'll see you fine folks next week.